Hello everyone, it's Professor Sadiq Noor, and today I'm gonna demonstrate and show you how to complete Microsoft Word chapter number 3 graded project 1-2. So I will go through the steps how to complete and understand this assignment well. So let's share my screen. So the first thing is I'm already logged into the Canvas, and then I need you to go to the assignments, and then you will have to scroll down until you see hands-on assignments, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So I will be creating all those videos for you. So today I'm gonna complete Microsoft Word Chapter 3 guided project assignment, right? Then I will do Excel and PowerPoint. Now, let's click on the assignment. When you hit or when you clicked the assignment, obviously you are not gonna see this. That's for the instructor view. You're gonna go straight to the assignment. You're gonna see the assignment like this. So then we have three boxes: download, upload, and submit, right? So you could download the starting file, and then you can also download the solution to see how the stuff been done. And then you can also download the starting file or any associated file with the help of the file download wizard, right? So if it's only one file, then I can just click on start file to download, right? Once you have downloaded, you will obviously need Microsoft Word 2021, 2016, any of these Microsoft Office 2021, 2024. Also, you might need Microsoft Office 365. You can accomplish the task with it, right? So in this case, the first thing is once you download it, the starting file, then that's it. You can work offline using your Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, and then you have to come back to your Canvas assignment, and then you have to click on Microsoft Word Chapter 3 Guided Project Assignment, and then from there, you have to upload. So you have 3 times to upload your assignment, and it also is going to indicate to you what the error that you have done in your assignment, why you didn't get the 100%. So I will try that if I can show you the error stuff, so then you can go back and fix it. So that's if I did any mistake while I was showing you, right? So I will go to the first thing is I will download the starting file. The file is being downloaded with my name, right? Then you will have to scroll down. Now for the guided project 3-1, if you are using Microsoft Windows 11 is your computer has Windows in it, then you have to leave it as Windows. These are the steps. Then if you are using a Mac, then you have to move these. So Chromebook is not as good. You cannot use Chromebook. It has to be either Windows and Mac. Mac if you have the software, the Office in it. So my computer is a Windows based, so I will use the Windows. Now the next thing is we have to go down, scroll down. So what is the skills that I will cover in this project? So I will cover how to modify the username and initials, how to reject and accept the tracking changes, how to reply to a comment and resolve the comment, how to customize the document properties, how to apply styles to the selected text, how to insert page breaks, how to insert a table of contents, how to insert footnotes, how to modify the footnote numbers format, how to insert a built-in page numbers and document property field in the footer, how to insert a cover page and remove and add the document property field, and then finally how to update the table of contents, right? So the steps are here. The direction is here. So you have to scroll down and it's gonna say a step to complete this project, right? So they have these check boxes that you have to check the steps that you completed, right? So the first step is they say open the online learning plan 0.3 starting file, right? Now in this case, we already downloaded. So go to the yellow folder, the file explorer on your taskbar, and then go to downloads. My 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 enter key is a little bit stuck. Now click on the file that you downloaded. So my file already has my name. So every student who gonna download the assignment, they will have their first and last name and the name of the assignment. So double click it to open in Word. When you open in Microsoft Word, you will see that they already typed something for us. They have some commented on the document. So the first thing is you have to click on enable editing, the first thing. You see that here? So click on it so that you will be able to fix this document. Now you see this highlighted red and all this messy stuff. That's because, like, suppose you are in a project, you have a project of 3 people, a research paper, or you send me a research paper to see if you follow the rules. And then if I felt that there is some problem with it, I will send you back with my comment, right? And then you will see what is my comment, what I said, and then from there you will fix the problem. Then you're gonna resubmit it back to your professor for a nice grade, right? So that's why you see now the document is a little bit messy here, right? So once we enable the document, so the next thing we need to go back and read the direction. So we open this. So now the next thing is you will scroll down. So the first thing they say when you open the file, you will notice that protected view, you need to click enable editing. That's what I did, right? And then the next step here, they said the file will be renamed automatically to include your name. As you see, my file has my name here. So once you download it from your account, from the SimNet, then your file will have your name. It's not gonna say somebody else's name, right? So the next thing they said, what if you are using uh, the Microsoft Office 365? So for the to change the username and initial for Office 365, the tracking launcher feature might not be available in some version of the Office. So if the tracking launcher, to get the tracking launcher, you will go to review tracking group is not available in the Office 365, okay? So you will have to use the alternative instructions. So obviously, you will have to go to click tracking under the review tab, and then you need to open the track changes option dialog box. The alternative is to click the markup launcher review, and then you're gonna see all the comments that somebody sent it to you on your document, right? So the first thing here we need is we're gonna click the tracking launcher under the review. So let's go and see where that is. So first we need to go to review, and then you see here the tracking. That's the launcher. If you click on the launcher, everything is in here. All right. So what they want us to do in here. So you will have to go back and forth. So they said markup, click the launcher, review, and then track option dialog box. Look at the track option. Track option, track changes option. All right. Track changes option dialog box. Then click the change username button on the wall world option dialog box. See here, change the username. You will click on it and then you will change the username. If you are using the Office 365, okay? So that's what they are saying there. And then you will type your first and the last name in the username text box in the personalize your copy Microsoft area. Personalize your copy of Microsoft Office, and then you have to type your first name and then your initial. So that's like an alternative way to do that if you don't see your name. So my name is already there, as you saw. So if you are using somebody's Microsoft Office, so then you need to change it following the step I show you. So then type your first and initial in lowercase in the initial box. So in the initial, type it in the small like this. We'll go back. So type your last name in the username box. Now type your first and the last initial in the lowercase in the initial text box. Initials. We did that. Now check the always use this value regardless of the sign in to the office. So if you want here, you will say always use these values regardless of signing onto Office. So you can check this box. All right. Then click OK to close the Word option dialog box and click OK to close the track option dialog box. So go back, click OK. And then click OK to close the track changes and the track changes option. Click OK to close it. Perfect. Now let's go back. Now let's go down. Now display the reviewing pane and reject the changes. So click the display for review drop-down list under the review tab, track group, and then select all markup to view the documents with the comment and the proposed changes visible. So we will click, we are already in the review tab. Perfect. And then this is the tracking. And then the review pane, is that what they said? A reviewing pane, and then we need to click the review pane drop down, and we need to select the vertical one, reviewing pane vertical. The reviewing pane displays on the left side of the Word window. So go back and here see all mark show. It's gonna show all this. Okay. And then let's go here. And then we need a reviewing pane vertical. So you see vertically is open here. Next, we're done with the first one. Now, this is the alternative. If you don't see this, then that's the way how to do it. So click the reviewing pane drop down under the markup group and review the pane vertical. So obviously they said you have to go here, review, sorry, it should be somewhere here. Right, in my case, I already have it. So you can go here to tracking and see, right? Now the next thing, we need to find where Hasmik Kumar and delete the synchronous online course in the reviewing pane. So first we have to find out Hashmik that he deleted the synchronous online stuff. You see this highlighted stuff? Look, if you go here, now check where he did that. Here you go. See, Hashmik Kumar deleted. So what we need next, I find out where that is here. Let me move my tab a little bit up so you're gonna see that's what Kumar deleted. See, it deleted. Now I will go back to my instruction. They say right click this deletion and select reject deletion from the text context menu. All right. So after we find where Hashmik Kumar deleted the synchronous online course in the reviewing pane, now we need to do right click on it. So do right click and then reject the deletion. You are rejecting what he deleted. So reject deletion. And you see now we removed it, the synchronous online course. Now there's no red with it. We rejected the deletion by Kumar, right? So let's go back. Now click the X in the upper left corner of the review pane to close it. Once you're done, you will click the X to close it. Perfect. Let's go down. Next is to step number 5 is to accept changes in the document, right? So we need to place our assertion point at the beginning of the document. In the beginning. So now I don't know where I am right now. So control and home in your keyboard. If you see the control and home, then press it. If you just see home, then click the home key in your keyboard. Or you can just move with the mouse to move up to the beginning. So that's the beginning, right? So we are in the top now. And let me zoom myself a little bit. And I will pause for a few seconds and I will explain to you first because I opened the document directly. So here always the title will show you the name of the file that you are working on. And these guys here is your quick access toolbar. It has the save, undo, redo. And if you want automatic your stuff to be saved while you are typing your work, your document, you are typing and you want the system to save it automatically. You have the search in the middle, and then you have the minimize, the maximize, and to close it. The next thing I forgot to tell you about Microsoft Word, these guys here, where I highlighted, these are your tabs. They are what? Your tabs. Now below the tabs, these guys here, these are your ribbons. The ribbon consists of groups. As you see, it has groups, the ribbon. All right. The group means language, accessibility, proof, right? Changes, compare. So every group on the ribbon has a name. So obviously what's inside the group is the command, right? So when you change your tab, right? When you click on home tab, the ribbon is gonna change. When you click design, it's gonna change. You will see me when I will click home, insert, or design, then automatically my ribbon will change according to the group listed under each of the tabs, right? Anything you want to work on, as you see, is going to be here, your working area. And then this area here above the taskbar, this is your status bar, status bar. Because I opened your assignment automatically, that's why I couldn't explain in the beginning. So now I'm explaining to you. The status bar, right? The status bar tells you the number of pages you have, how many words you typed, 1,574 words in this document that we are working on. And the language is English. Accessibility, that's for the people with physical challenges, still they kind of read your document. So you are good to go with that. And then here we have three views, right? You can also change the view from the tab here, view in the left of the help. You see where my mouse is highlighting. So if you want to change your view to a reading mode, so you don't want any tab, any ribbon, you want to see the full-fledged screen of the document. And then the next one is the print layout. Most of the time, Microsoft by default is in a print layout. And then this one is a web layout. We don't use it more often. And then this guy here is the magnifier to zoom. If you move the bar to the right, it's gonna zoom it. If you move it to the left, it's gonna shrink it down, right? So that's a little bit introduction about Word. So let me start the work again. So let's go back to the steps. Now they say click the next button under the review tab and the changes group to select the first change Hashmi Kumar formatted left one, right? So to do that, we will go here and then we will hit changes and then we will say next, which one do I need to change? Okay. So next it says, let me do it again. My cursor should be here. And then next, right? So let's see again. So then click next button to review change group change to select the first change Hashmi Kumar formatted in the left and one. So let's see. You see here, you put a comments. Also, you can get the review pane, and you see here left one, and then left one Is that what he says under the left one? He committed. That's the one here, right? So you can also do accept or reject from that. See here, left one, Hashik Kumar committed, apply this. So let's go back to the steps. Click the next button to review under the review tab and change group to select the first change Hashmi Kumar formatted left one. And then alternative way to do is click the next review tab to select the first change Hashmi, which is left one, right? And then you have to click accept. So let's go back. So that's his first comment. So the first thing when we said next, right? So that's here. So we need to go to one, see the one. Do right click and then accept the format, right? Then you can close this. Now go back, click accept. We did that. Now click next change. So the next change is here. So go back. Now, after we click the next, we click the next button again to accept the changes and delete the CCD. So let's go back. Select, go to the back and clear, delete or backspace the CDD. Go back to your direction and then click accept button to accept the changes. Now it goes to the next one. Now the next one, after we deleted it, we accept it. Now click accept from the drop down to accept all the changes and all the remaining changes in the document accepted. Only the comment remain in the markup area. This is the only one is gonna be there, right? So you're gonna go to accept and then you're gonna select accept all changes. That one is done. We did accept all changes. Now ensure the track changes is still off and not marking changes made from this point forward. So let's go back. Be sure the track is not like this. It should be unselected. You see, it's unselected. All right. Now reply to the comment or resolve a comment and delete the comment. So we need to place your insertion point at the top of the document and click the next to review the comments, to review any comments, to move to the next first comment you can say. So to do that, Control and home to go back to the top. As you see, my cursor is blinking in the top. Now we're gonna press next. And now it says that there's a problem in here. All right. So you will go back to your instruction and then click the reply button in the markup area. If the reply button does not display, click reply the text box in the comment. So we're gonna hit reply and then we're gonna type done. Copy this, done. Reply. All right. So close it and let's do again. Next. And you see I done it. So done. So close it and then go back to the next. You should see your message done. So once we done that. Now the next one, click resolve the button on the comment in the markup area. So it's obviously gonna look like this. All right. So now we need to look at the resolve. So obviously I see the resolve, right? And this is your markup, what they said about this. This is your uh, markup area, right? This is the markup area, these boxes, this box here. So we need to click on resolve. All right, we resolved it. So go back. So click the resolve button on the comment in the markup area. If the resolve does not display, click more action under the three dots, right? So our was there, so no problem. Let's go next. Next is click the next button to review the comment group to move to the next comments. Okay, so let's go back. Next. So next is this one here, right? So click the next button to move to the second comment, not to reply to the first comment. So don't reply anything. Next, click the delete button under the review tab comments group to delete the comment. So go under the comments, delete. What they said, delete all comment or just click the delete button to delete the comments. It delete the comments. Next, click the display for review drop down list under the review and tracking group and select no markups so comments are not visible. So we have here, and then it says under the tracking group, under review tab, then we have the group tracking, and then you will go here and then you will say don't show all no markup, right? So if we go here, so that the show markup, now I will not be able to see any markup. So click the display for review. Once we are in the review, then review tab, tracking group, and then select no markup so comments are not visible. Next is to add document properties. Next is to add document property. So we need to click the file tab to open the backstage view, and we have to click on info to display the document property. So let's do that. Go here. We have to go to file. That's the backstage view. And then we have to click on view info. And then we're gonna go to, see here it says show all properties. It's gonna show you everything. You can go here, advanced. It's gonna open this box, the dialog box for the property. Go back to your assignment. Now show all property which I show you. Then we have to select the title will be online learning. Copy, control and C. Control key and C. Go back to your assignment, the title, you will paste control and V. Control and V to paste. Then we have the company is Sierra District College. So copy. Control and C. So that was what company. Look for the company box, paste it, control and V. Go back. The manager is Hashmik Kumar. Highlight and copy, control and C. Go back here and the manager section, paste it, control and V. All right, that's the manager name. So the title, company manager. So check all these 4 boxes. Now click the back arrow to return to the document. So first we will close this, click OK. Now, although you can also click here all, the one that I did earlier, all, and then you can go here and you can type the manager, the company, you can type it here. See, you can type it instead of going through this one here. But that's very easy. You see, I have the boxes. I can just type inside the boxes, the text boxes, right? So that's another option. You can just go here, like company, you will click on the company and then type it. And then the next one we did was the title, online learning plan, right? You can type it from here instead of going to the dialog box. Now we have to hit the back key to go back to the document. Scroll down. Now next is number 8 steps of your graded assignment. Apply styles to the document. So first we have to go to the first page of the document and we need to select the title, online learning plan, and apply the title style. So we'll scroll up, select the title, and then we will go back to the home. Now, one thing I want to tell you before I highlight it, you see these characters that you see, and then I have a space dot with the spaces that I typed. That's because of this one here, show and hide. That's very important because sometimes you see now, sometimes if you give a lot of space between the word that you type, I don't know how many space I have given. And if you press the enter key, it's gonna tell you how many enter keys you pressed it, right? So how can I know that? And then if you break the page, if you create a new page, you will get a message that says page break is done, right? So that's because of this guy under the paragraph group, show and hide, right? So the good thing is that when you're gonna print out your document, you are not these special characters are not gonna be printed. It's gonna print like this, right? So no worries about it. If you want it, you can click it. We will need it in the next step, right? So that's why if you saw my stuff is already because my document is already I use this guy more oftenly, so that's why it was already there. So in your case, if you don't see it, you can just go to the home tab, paragraph, and then click show and hide. So next, they said highlight the online learning plan, and then the styles are here. Click the small down arrow, and they want us to change as a title. So that's our title. Go to the first page of the document, select the title online learning plan and apply it. We did that. Next, select the subtitle Sierra Pacific Community College District and apply the subtitle style. And the subtitle is already here. If you don't see it, then click the down arrow for more and look for the subtitle that says subtitle, the style that says subtitle. That one is done. Now apply the heading 1 style to all the main heading that has all caps and bold in the document. So we want to change them to heading 1 style. The one that's been bold faced like this one. So hold the control key so that you're gonna affect them simultaneously. Let me do it again. My key is a little bit having issue. Let me do it again. Control, then go down. All the one with the cap. Hold the control key. Don't release it until you select all the one with the cap and bold face. Hold the control. Don't release it. So everything is done. Let's see. Did I miss any? To that one. Perfect. We want this to be heading 1. So go back to the style group under the home tab and look for heading 1. That's the heading 1. Perfect. Now we need to apply heading 2 style to all the subheading which has the underline in the document. Heading 2. So you see the underline one. So not this one. So this is one of them. So highlight all the control key in one of your finger. That's the second one. Be careful that you don't mess up. That's the one here too. Go down. And then we need this one too. With the underline. We need this one too. Go down. Nothing else. So let me check. Did I highlighted the one with the underline? This one. It's good to check it. It could create a problem when you're gonna do your grading. So let me do it again. Let's see. So I did this one, this one. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done. This one is highlighted. So everything look perfect. Now we need heading 2. So all these being given heading 2. The one who were underlined. So let's go back. Click anywhere to deselect. Now insert a table of content into the report. So to do that, we need to place your insertion point in front of the first main heading in the document. Purpose of this plan. So we need to place your insertion point of the in front of the first heading, and then we need to do so. Let's go and see purpose of this plan. Purpose of this. So let's go back. Let's read what they said. Online learning, sorry. Place your insertion point in front of the first main heading in the document. Purpose of these. So we need to place your insertion point in front of the first main heading. All right. So let's also check down here the output. So obviously it looks like you see here, we need to, this should be purpose of should be down. So let's go back. Let's read carefully because if you did something then it's gonna mess up your work. So let's go back to the top. So let's see what they said now. To insert the table of content into the report, place your cursor point in front of the first main heading in front. Purpose of it, and then press the control to insert a break. So let's go in front, and then we need, so in front could be, so obviously if I do this, let's try control and enter. Yeah, obviously that should be the one we need. All right. And then press the enter key. Then let's go back to the rating. Now go to the first go to the go to the new first page of the document, place the insertion point after the subtitle and press the enter key. So you will have to go here and press the enter key, right? So I will delete one of it because I pressed twice like this. So go to the new document, place the insertion point direct after the after the subtitles are perfect, and then press the enter key. We did that. Now click the table of content from the references table and select automatic table 2. That's the formation for the table of content we are looking at. So let's do this step. We will go to references tab. The first group on the ribbon is table of content. So click the table of content, and then we are looking for automatic table 2. Perfect. Now go back. Now select the word table of content. In the table of the content, click the font and then change it to automatic. If a blank line displays between the subtitle and the table of content, delete it and turn on the show and hide. See, that's the show and hide now. They want it to be visible. So select this, go back to the home tab, go to the font, and then make it automatic. So I don't see any empty space being added, right? Perfect. Now let's go down. Insert a footnotes into the document. The footnote is like a notes that you wanna define a word, or sometimes like when you read a medical books, there are some diseases that we don't know what they meant, or there's a body part that I don't know what is that. So then they explain it right in the bottom of the page that you are reading. Or sometimes if you read a story and then they put something, a word, you don't know what that means, then in the bottom of the same page, you can read what that means. Or when you are reading your online document, you will see like one, or you cannot see ABC. You can move your cursor over it and you're gonna see the comment. What does that mean, right? In a research paper. So we're gonna do insert a footnote into the document. So to do that, we will have to go to the second page of the document and position the insertion point after the technology and enhanced course and before the dash. So first we have to go to page number 2. That's page number 2, as you see here, page 2 of 4. Now we need to find out technology and enhanced course here before the hash. Technology enhanced course and before the hash. Then click insert footnote, which is under the references tab. So a footnote reference marker appears after the text and the insertion point move to the bottom of the page in to in the footnote area. So let's go to, after you specify where you wanna define technology enhance, you will go to insert, sorry, you will go to references, and then the second group under the ribbon references is the tab, the ribbon, sorry, the ribbon and the group name is footnotes. You will click on insert footnote with a big A, B, and a 1. Click on it. As you see, your cursor move down in the bottom of the same page. Now I will go back to my assignment, and then we're gonna type this till the dot. Instead of typing, I will copy it, and then I will paste it here. Perfect. Now we paste it in the footnote area, which is in the bottom of the page. Now the next position the insertion point after the OL and before the space. Page 2, purpose sections, sentence, second sentence. Let's see the second one. The second sentence. This one here. There's a position the insertion point after OL and before the space under the page 2, purpose of this plan section. No, not that one. That should be, that's the one. The purpose of this plan. All right. So let's go back and read where they want us to put the second footnote. They said position the session point after OL and before the space. Page 2, purpose of this plan section. Purpose of this plan, is it page number 2? Yep, page number 2. And the OL is here. And then they said here. All right. So let me read again. Position the session point after the OL and before the space. Page 2, purpose of this plan section. Okay. So that's the OL I can see from this paragraph. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Purpose of this plan. Did they say purpose of this plan? Purpose of this. Yeah, we are perfect. We are good. Now click the insert footnote button and then we have to type this. So I will highlight till the period, copy, Control C. Unless you want to type this. Now I will go back to the reference, which is already there. Insert footnote. Now because the one I'm defining is above the previous one, so it's gonna take 1. All right. It's gonna take 1, the other one, this now turns to 2, right? So while I was reading your research paper, right? So I figured out that, oh, I have something here. So I will move here and then see what you defined. Good. Next. So what happened is this footnote become footnote 1 and the other footnote automatically become 2 as you see down here is 1 and 2. Let's go down. Now we need to modify the footnote number format, and instead of being 1 and 2 we want to give it like a Roman like this one, right? So we have to click the footnote launcher to open the footnote and endnote dialog box. So to do that, that's the footnote under the references. You will click the down gray arrow, this gray arrow here, to open footnote and endnote dialog box. And then under the format, number format, we don't want 1, 2. I don't want these guys to be 1 and 2. We want to change it to this one, 1, 2, the Roman, and then click apply. And then as you see, it changed it. So if you go back here, they say click the number format and change it to this, and then click apply. As you saw, I did that, and that's the output. Now let's go to step number 12. So insert and modify the content in the footer. Now we have to put a footer. So place your insertion point at the beginning of the document. So I'm here now, right? So control and home. That takes me back to the top. Then they click the footer button under the insert tab, and then look for the group that says headers and footer, and then select edit footer. So we will go to insert tab, look for the ribbon and the group that says headers and footer. That's the one here. Click on footer, the black down arrow, and then click on edit. That will take us to the bottom of the screen. And then click the document info button, which is under the footer and tab under the insert group. And then we need the document title. So we are here. Perfect. They said that's the contextual tab. You see a contextual because you are under the headers and footer. And then they say go to the group on the ribbon that says insert, and then click on document info, and then we want the document title. Perfect. Select the document title. Then next, now press the right arrow once to deselect. So go here and click the right key only one time. Okay. Only one time. They said the right arrow, sorry. I was wrong. So press the right arrow, not the click, right arrow to deselect the document property field and press the tab to move to the center. Now, if you don't see the ruler here, right, you can go to view and you can go under the group that says show and you click ruler. Sometimes the ruler is not there in Microsoft Word, so you can activate it by going to View tab, Show, and then check the ruler. In my case, mine is already checked. So what they say with the right arrow, see? It removed those highlights with the right arrow. Now tap it, hit the tab key, right? So that's the middle. Go back. So right arrow, press the right arrow of your keyboard to deselect the document property field and press the tab to move to the center preset tab. And then click the document info again and select the document property, and then we have to select the company name. So I tapped it, so I'm in the middle now. Look, in the middle. Now we have to go to the headers and footer again. Then we have to go to document info. Then we have to go to document property, and we want the company name. All right. Now you see your stuff is stuck. You cannot tap it because you are inside the company stuff. So then you will need to use the right arrow. Now press the right arrow once to deselect the document property field and press the tab to go to the right preset tab steps. Stop. To get out from here, the right arrow. See? Now tap it. Hit the tab key. Now we need to have the page numbers. Click the page number button under the Insert tab and Headers and Footer, and click or select the current position and select bold numbers from the drop down. So go back. So we tapped it. We are already in the right. You see the right. And then we have to go to page number. We can also go to Insert, and then we can go here, and then we can go to Field. But actually the easiest is just headers, which is the number we need, then current position, and then we need to find the one they want us to use. Bold numbers. Scroll it until you see bold numbers. So that's the bold number 104. Perfect. Now we need to highlight, and then we need to go back to the home, and let's see what they said. They said click, and we did all this. Now the last step is select all the text in the footer and change the size to 10. So highlight, go here and change it to 10. Perfect. And then the output should look like this. And then click the close headers and footer button. So go back and then click on the headers and footer, which is in the right of the help, the contextual tab, and then click on close the footer to get out of it and go back to your document. Perfect. Let's go back to the direction. So we are almost there. Scroll down. Step number 13. Insert a page break. Position the insertion point before the last subheading on page number 2 of the report, online course and program. So before, Position the insertion point before the last heading. Right, so let's go first to page number 2. Do they mean this one? Let's go back and see. Position the insertion point before the last subheading on page 2 of the report online course program selection. And then what? Press Control and Enter to insert a page break. We need to add a new page. So here, then Control and Enter. All right. Now insert a cover page and modify the content control field. Number 14 step. We need to insert a cover page and modify the content control field. So place your insertion point at the top of the document. Control and Home. We are back to the top. And then we need the cover page under the Insert and Page group. And then when we select the cover page, we need to look for retrospect built-in cover page from the drop-down list. And the cover page displays before the first page of the document. So let's go. Let's go to our document. So we need to go to Insert, then the cover page, and the pages, cover page. And these are all the buildings. We have Austin, Bandit, Facet. We are looking for retrospect, this one. Retrospect. It's gonna add a new, right? See, that's the cover page. Now we selected the retrospect built-in. Now click the subtitle document, subtitle content control field handle and press delete. We have to delete as shown here. So to do that, we need to select and delete from your keyboard, delete. So we did that. Now we need to click the author content control field handle and press the delete. So we need to delete that too. So go down, click, select, and delete. So your cursor is blinking there. Perfect. Now confirm that your insertion point is on the blank line where the author field was deleted. That's right. If you look here, is where you deleted that author something. All right. So now the next step G, click the quick part button under the insert tab and the text group. Select the document property and select the manager. We want to put the manager name. So let's go back. Let's go to insert and then look for the group that said text, quick parts, then document property, and then look for the manager. The manager was Hashmik Kumar. All right. As you see here, we put the Hashmik Kumar. Now apply the bold formatting to the company property, the property. So let's go back. So we need to apply the bold, right? So we need to apply the bold. So go back. That's the company name, highlight. And then go back to home, bold. Now type www dot the site in the address, the company address field. Paste, select and then paste, Control and V. All right. And then the web address is in all cap. You will need to fix it. Now to do that, we will highlight it. We need to be bold-faced. And then we will go to the font. You see the font under the home and the launcher, and then remove the all caps. Click OK. Click OK. And then the next step is we selected the address. We went to the font under the home and then the launcher and then all caps. We removed the checkbox from all caps and then we clicked OK. Now your output should look similar to what you see here. All right. Now we need to update the table of content. It's table number 15. So let's go back to the document. Select the table of content. And then we need to click the update table. Under the references, and then table of content group and then update, right? Or I can just do it from here. See here, update the table. You can do it from here. So the assignments I go to references, then under the group table of content, update. See, update the table and update is the same. If I click it from here, it's gonna give me the same thing. This is gonna open the dialog box, update the table of content. You will have to click update the entire table as mentioned here. Select update the entire table, radio button, and then click OK and save the document. Click OK. Now save from the quick access toolbar, save your work. And it's saved. Now I will close it. Now we're gonna upload it to see what the grading is. So I will close everything. I will go back to my course. I will go to the assignment, and then I will go to the assignment that I started. Word Chapter 3 graded project. You will click on it. You are not going to see this screen. You will go direct to the assignment. You will see like this. Now this time you have done with this one. Now you need to upload to see what your grade is. So click upload, and then you have to find where you save your document. So my assignment was under the downloads. Select, open. Yes, submit the file. And as you see, I received, my score is 100%, 25 out of 25 steps, right? So you see, if you follow my step, you should get the whole thing correct. So be sure that, guys, to go through the step well to achieve what I show you here. I scored 100%, which is 25 out of 25 for this graded project. So my good student, what I need you to do is be sure to subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to like my channel so that I can create more productive videos that is going to help you to learn the applications, right? Thank you so much, and I hope that you learn Microsoft Word Chapter 3 guided project assignment. And thank you so much. Have a nice day.